All right, cool. I'm just kind of doing the finishing touches here. Zoom in just a little more. Okay, cool. Oh, is it crooked? Just a little bit. Hello. There's someone here who's saying things. Hello. Okay, I think I want to put in a shape here first, but I wasn't sure what exactly would be the vibe yet, so, yeah, but I'm really excited today because, hi, welcome, because I bought this marker like 2 hours ago, and it's supposed to be, it's an oil-based metallic paint marker, and it's supposed to be like a really cool copper color. Hi, welcome. Nice to see you. We're gonna do, I don't know if anyone was here for the pink one a couple weeks ago, but we're gonna do something similar today, but green and then copper. So I'm really excited. But I'm losing my voice just a little bit, so that's annoying, but that's okay. Oops, just knocking stuff over. First, I think before I get into it, I want to do a bit of a sketch. But I'm not sure like what shape I see, but I think maybe a fish would be cool, or like a key or something like that. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to decide yet, so let's just go for it. It's not really the right color. Ah! Wow, this is already going so well. But yeah, hi, what's up? What's up with all of you? I feel like I've had kind of a introverted week. I don't have a lot of cool stories right now. I'm trying to get a new job currently, which is interesting. It's interesting if you're my current and former employer, I guess. But blue would be cool too. Oh, really? I'm so happy to hear that. Yay. Well, you should grab something and draw with me if you want, because I think we're going to be here for a minute. So, yeah, I'm really glad to hear that. Sometimes I really don't feel super inspired. It's just like when you're going to the gym and you're trying to like stay in the habit of exercising. It's like you don't want to go, but then once you start doing it, you're like, oh, okay. Actually, I could benefit from this. That's sometimes how I feel when I draw. Especially today, I don't know, I just feel like kind of off. Sorry about the noise, I'm looking for a couple specific pencils. And I think I found them. Cool, yeah. So, what have you been drawing then? Or like, what are you into drawing these days? Also, yeah, exactly. It's like, if you just said it perfectly. It's like you really have to like ride the momentum, you really have to choose to create stuff, Some days it's like really, really easy to, when you feel really inspired and stuff, and some days it's like a little bit more of, like an intentional choice. For some reason, I feel like these colors don't match as much as I had in my mind. Oh, yay. On Procreate. That's awesome. God, I'm so bad at digital art. So I meet someone who does digital art and I'm like, I just like, hats off to you. It's just so complicated in my brain. It's too cool for you. It's, um, I like designed a mural a couple weeks ago, I guess. And I haven't started painting yet, but like I did it all on Procreate and I'm super inefficient with Procreate. So like every time my client would be like, can we change this or like shift this over? I'd have to like basically start not from scratch, but like a really good artist on Procreate would be like, yeah, no problem. They'd make the change in 5 minutes and I did like a ton of reworking and oh man, it was very apparent that I need help with technology. But yeah. What's up, Shrimp? Sorry, I missed that from Vincent. So like Shrimp. I don't remember if that was from a past stream. So out of context, it just feels like you are a giant and you're calling us shrimp because we are very small compared to your hugeness. But fill me in if I'm missing something. Yeah, digital. It's just I did a couple like tutorials. There's this really nice lady on YouTube. It's such a weird way of describing it, but she was like she has a nice voice and nice videos and in my mind she's very nice. So, but anyway, she taught me how to do a few things. Not that okay, Jesus. I just like watched a video. I don't know why I have to make things to sound so different, but yeah. My job. Yes. I'm reading and drawing. My job right now is a florist and I work for like a big chain grocery store. So it's like it is a florist, but also like I do find myself doing like random grocery store tasks sometimes. But 90% of the time I'm like working with flowers and plants, which is chill. And I like certain aspects of that job, but like it's just kind of a slow season. And there's another store just up the street that a lot of people just go to now because it's newer and nicer. And so it's like especially slow. Oops. And I don't know, I'm just kind of like bored. And you can only get so many promotions in that position. So it's kind of like I hit the ceiling and then I'm also kind of bored. And if I'm not going to be making more money or like growing more and side note, also not that motivated to make more money there or grow more, I just figured it's probably time to look elsewhere. So what's up, Shrimp? It is kind of funny. It definitely got me talking, so thank you. Yeah, it's been like a really cool side quest, you know. I got to make flowers for, you know, people's weddings and people's funerals and bridal showers. One thing I love to do is like when an older guy comes in and he's like, "It's my wife's birthday. I need you to help me with this." And then I just get to kind of like walk around with them and pick stuff out and like chit chat. That's super fun. But I mean, I've worked a lot of jobs where it's like super stressful scenarios and like really scary environments and contrasting with a grocery store, it's like I'm almost never stressed out there, which is nice. On the other hand, I am always bored. So that's the trade-off there. But yeah. Okay. before I get any farther, I'm gonna give this like a couple spins. You guys be my eyes and ears? Mostly eyes. I just need eyes right now. um, see if you see any shapes or like forms that I should carve out, because I want to like have some sort of focal point, something that is tactile and people can recognize, but I'm not sure what that is. And usually I kind of come up with something as we go, but yeah, if you see anything, shout out. I'm kind of like, this is sort of like giving like a clover, but like I think I'm also just thinking that because of the color, and I don't necessarily want to focus on that. So an iceberg, the way those three blobs. Yeah. Um, I wasn't a hitman. I can proudly say I've never killed anybody. Which is, I didn't expect to say that today. I can proudly say I've never killed anybody. And no, I used to work at a jail for a little while. And like, it was kind of a mixed bag, but like every now and then they'd send me into this like low security area to like talk to somebody, and there's just like, it's just like overcrowded. Like the problem in my community is that like the jails are overcrowded. It's not just like a local thing. I'm sure in America a lot of communities face that problem, and it has like a lot of different reasons why, but then it's just like crowded with like people in jail, and you feel very vulnerable and you're like by yourself. And when I worked that job, I was like, I think I was like 23, so I was like way out of my comfort zone. Just like, yeah. But yeah, so it's kind of scary. So contrasting with that, and putting flowers together in a vase and then like sticking a price tag on it, like it's very relaxed. So those shadow puppets are really nice. Oh, the hand puppets. Yeah, hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. Um yeah, I thank you so much. I just had this idea for them a long time ago, and I finally kind of was able to focus and put it down on paper. And I actually just dropped them off at my printmaker today, so he's gonna make the prints that a couple people pre-ordered. So thank you for that, guys. Also, if that was you, means a lot, and you are helping me in more ways than you know. And if you're interested, go take a look, but no pressure. Anyways, I did just drop those off at my printer guy. So the prints are gonna be shipping off really soon. Oh, yeah, it was stressful, but like, don't get me wrong, I'm good. Like, I look a lot more intimidating than I actually am, and I don't sound very intimidating. I think I sound like a cartoon character low key, but I'm pretty tall and I'm I'm pretty strong, and so people don't mess with me, which is good. However, on the inside it was like, okay, I need to be really careful, I need to be looking around and be super aware, because like most people in jail are not in jail for violent reasons, but like you never know. You just got to be safe, and you got to set yourself up for success. And especially as a lady, that's just what it is. But yep. Yeah, I'm good. I do. I've kind of figured out how to exist in those spaces, and I guess like demand the respect that I deserve and things like that. So that's cool, I guess, but also it's not my job anymore. So oh wow, Oh yeah, I totally believe that that could happen. I just worked at the county jail though, so it was definitely it was more transitional, you know. But the prison would be tough, and yeah, I don't think I could have done it long term because it's just so it's just so I don't know. It's hard to see people in that way, and like you want to help them, and there's certain things you can do, but most of the time, like the systems in place totally prevent you from doing anything that's gonna be like super quick or long term effective, you know. So you just kind of like are there, and for those reasons, it just like wasn't for me. But like I do believe in um, you know, rehabilitation, and you know that people can and do get better and fight addiction and overcome those things. And yeah. Trees with the sun peeking through. That's cool. Trying to see. I'm just gonna keep working on these darker spots, and then yeah, and then we'll just build it up a little bit. What have y'all been eating lately? Honestly, I could probably be eating better. I have not been eating super healthy. I got like a really insane craving for cereal the other day, and I'm not eating sugar right now, and so I went to the store and I looked at like dozens of boxes of cereal for anything that had no added sugar, and I finally found a couple, and I've just been eating cereal for the last like 2 days, so that's not something I recommend. But it's just kind of like how what needs to happen sometimes, you know. But yeah, I'm interested in what y'all are saying. Oh, Smoked Gouda's here now. Well, hi, what's up? What's up? I haven't had cheese in a minute either. I've had shredded cheese, but shredded cheese doesn't count to me because it's just a topping that can go on anything. So I want like a slice, high quality, like just a chunk of cheese. That sounds amazing. Oh, what my favorite cereal is. You never got a reply from prisoners? Oh, well, that's interesting. I've never written anybody in jail a letter, I guess, but I've just gone in there and talked to them. But yeah, I don't know. There's probably a bunch of different reasons why. That's strange. Okay, so lots of people are eating cheese, and that's awesome. Shout out to lactose tolerance. It's a really fun way to live. Dang, we got some chefs in the chat. That's awesome. My favorite cereal? Oh god, I feel like the cereal I really, really like right now it's like a health food store exclusive cereal. And it's called like, it's like named after, I don't know the origins of the cereal, and I don't know, but like, it's like Ezekiel cereal. It's like named after a Bible verse, which I don't even know the Bible verse. But it's so expensive. It's literally like $9 a box. But it's like got all this like healthy stuff in it, and I don't know, I just feel like I'm a horse eating oats from a bucket when I eat that cereal. And I think that's probably sounds really strange, but for me it's like, I don't know, it's just so satisfying, you know. People always say like the Twizzlers or like the Sweet Tart ropes things. They're like, yeah, when I eat it, I feel like I'm a rat chewing on electrical wire. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I think I just sound insane right now. But there's just something about that. Like, it's just a satisfying thing. So. Red cheddar? What the heck is red cheddar? Did they invent a new cheese when I wasn't looking? Can somebody explain? Sourdough from Sprouts? Ooh, that sounds awesome. There's actually not a Sprouts within a 500-mile radius of me, which is too bad. But my friend makes sourdough bread from scratch, and that's pretty close to a health food store. Okay, I keep like getting distracted and just reading the chat. We're not gonna get a lot of work done. Also, I think I started this around 4:30, but I have a movie to catch tonight, and I think it starts at 7. So I can't just like lose track of time this stream. I'm sorry, I already bought the ticket for it, and I have 3 friends who are gonna meet me, so don't let me forget. Red cheddar. That's so interesting. Thank you for sharing about red cheddar. Honestly, it sounds like a really cool like screen name for something. Like an IM chat or something. Like if you were learning English for the first time and somebody said red cheddar, like that's just, those are 2 cool words that sound cool when they're together, you know? Do you ever think about that kind of stuff? Dang, okay, wow. I'm scared. You guys are getting like extremely interactive. Okay, let me take a sip of my drink and I'm just gonna stare at this. Okay, I've stared long enough. We need more blue. That's what I just decided. Ooh, you know what else we should do? Purple. Maybe. Yellow? That's a good idea. That would fit the vibe for sure. Let me see what kind of yellow I have. I have these like pale ones that I really like on this paper because it kind of like, it almost matches the tones in the paper. And I feel like it just kind of creates a cool effect when you build it up on the ink in different places. So yeah. Red Cheddar is a queer rock band filled with 14-year-olds. I could see that. There's like certain band names that I hear, especially like local punk bands, that I'm like, okay, like you're trying to be funny, you know? And I feel like when I was younger, that would have definitely worked on me. I would have been like, whoa, we gotta go see Red Cheddar. And now, I don't know, I feel like I've just been to too many bad shows that I'm like, I don't know if they're trying to be ironic or like, what's happening here. I need to be less judgmental though. I think I'm just getting like a little bit jaded in my advanced years. What else is going on? Let's cereal's good. Sourdough. Okay, thanks for the recommendations though. I used to work at a bakery and we did some like kind of like different sourdough combos. And we did, oh gosh, what did we do? It was really good. We did sweet ones and savory ones. One of the sweet ones was like fresh raspberries and white chocolate chips, which I feel like could be kind of an overpowering combo in a sourdough loaf, but I feel like our sourdough was like pretty mild, so I thought it worked. Oh, we did sourdough banana bread too, and that's actually so good. I think I do. I think I have a loaf still frozen. Um, yeah. So Red Cheddar came to my town and got kicked out of the bar, but they tried to after party. Now we've got Red Cheddar lore. Yeah, the drummer of Red Cheddar, like, flipped me off when I was driving behind him, and I have no idea why. That's the type of stuff Red Cheddar would get up to. Yeah, Red Cheddar, they vandalized the bathroom stall, but they didn't do a very good job. Now it just looks cleaner, you know? A Parisian flan? Smoked Gouda, are you a chef? Tell me more about that. That sounds amazing. Oh, yeah. Okay, shout out Lemonade Mouth. That was actually kind of an important film for children to see in the 2010s. Um, Definitely worked on me. I wanted to be in a rock band so bad. And Haley Kiyoko, she, like, yeah, she was in it. And she was so cool. She, like, played the guitar and she had that cool hair. And she was, like, different. Yeah. She's like, Mom, you just don't understand me. I didn't actually watch the whole thing, but I just watched the good parts, you know. Plus my sister, I think she bought the album on iTunes and then she like played it all the time, so I know all the songs. Red Cheddar. Smoky Mesquite? Dang, you need to be kinder to people. Leave the scalps alone, good grief. Well, that sounds cool. Saw a video. I wonder, the only flan I have experience with is like it's the one that's kind of like shaped like you put it in like a shallow dish and then when you flip it up it holds the form of the dish and it's kind of like a it's got like gelatin and like a caramel base, I guess. I don't know what a Parisian flan is, so that's something I'll have to look up for sure. I'm really interested in that. Honestly, baking is something that I thought I was good at until really recently because I tried to make well I made, what did I make? I was trying to make chocolate mousse for a dinner party and I was really careful. I followed all the instructions and I thought I did a good job. But then like when I was mixing, it was like a custard base first and then you mixed the eggs in to like cook them really slowly so they wouldn't like scramble. And I think that's where I went wrong. I think I scrambled them or some of them, even though I like I should know better. I don't know what happened. Anyways, the texture was off. And when the chocolate melted, like it kind of broke the custard. And so there was some like oil that had like pooled up. and it was just like honestly a disaster. So yeah. Sorry, it looks like my chat disconnected on here. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Custard and a pie crust. Yeah, well, good luck with that. That sounds really fun. The weather over here. Well, we just had an insane heat wave. Also, so I'm in the Northwest, kind of in the mountains, and it doesn't really get hot here. Well, it does, but like, not like southern states. And we had a record-breaking day. I think it was like 114 degrees last weekend, and it was terrible. We had our strawberry festival, and I think they like ended it early because it was just like unsafe for people to be outside, which sucked. So yeah, and then other than that, lots of thunderstorms, which have been really nice. Determinate. Wow, we're really still going with the red cheddar bit. I kind of like it. We've got like a whole like pilot episode of this show that we're pitching right now. Fromage Blue, bassist of Red Cheddar, scratched his balls and shakes hands with a fan. Oh, okay. It's just like a lot of problematic people. Also, I just said balls on live stream. That's cute of me. Yeah. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's like generally fine, but like every now and then we'll just get like like a bad bout of something, and usually it's like it doesn't last that long, and usually it's like the other extreme, like we'll get really cold days. We'll get like a couple of years ago, for example, I don't think the entire month of February it was below 0 degrees every single day. Like temperature never rose above or that's way below freezing, but it never rose above 0 degrees, which is incredibly insane. And then people just like dealt with it and they just ignored it because that's just how everyone is here. But yeah, you should if you're interested, because I feel like there's definitely just like an interesting vibe that comes with living in mountains, near mountains, or like in smaller towns that are more like centered around nature. It's nice. You give up a lot of amenities, like I just said, like there's no there's no Sprouts. I've never been to a Sprouts before, and I think we have a Whole Foods, but it's in like the next town over, which is a 2.5-hour drive. So if you're used to the nicer things, then it might be difficult. Then again, like you can just like go to farmers markets too. We have a lot more of those kinds of things. But yeah, I bet they did. Strawberry Festival. Before COVID, they would have this they'd make the longest strawberry shortcake every year, and then they'd take a bunch of pictures and then they'd cut it up and everyone would get one. It was very cute. But after COVID, I think they just don't do that anymore. I think they just have like different things you can buy. But yeah, it's always way too hot though, which is too bad. Oh, Sad Tape's here. Hi Nate. Never leave Texas, huh? Well, it's good that you have found a place where you're happy to stay. I think that's just I really love it when people can do that. I'm a little bit of a panic mover, like if I spend too long, I'll just I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna go visit my friend in DC and just see if I want to live there. And I do things like that, and it can be a lot. So yeah, the urban sprawl can be super overwhelming, and I feel like, especially when it's in a big metropolitan area, and like Phoenix is coming to mind and Houston's coming to mind, where it's just like copy paste strip malls, chain restaurants, parking lots. Oh god, it feels really oppressive, and just like, I don't know. Oh, it feels weird to be there, you know? It makes me feel so small. Okay, I'm gonna cough real quick, so I'm gonna mute for a second. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know why. Like, who gets sick in the middle of July? It just sucks. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't actually move a lot, but like, I travel a lot, and I always keep my options open, you know? And my hometown is nice because my family's here and I have a lot of roots here. It's not my favorite place, and there's not really a lot of opportunity, especially for art, because it's so small. And like the opportunity that like where the type of art that has most opportunities is Western art. And as you can see, this is like a terrible cowboy drawing right now. It looks nothing like a rodeo rider. So it's a little bit weird. It's a little lonely out here, but it's not so bad. Well, that's that's a fun way to look at it. Texas is definitely like just it's like such a what am I trying to say? There's a certain identity that is associated with Texas, and there's like a certainty also, like an independence, because they have like just so much of their own history and stuff, and so I respect it. I respect it a lot. There's just like a little bit of everything down there too, which is cool. So, shout out to Texas. Don't mess with Texas. Yeah, me too, Nate. That's like kind of something I want to do next summer. I want to learn to surf. Um, and so I think I'm gonna try to make some friends in like San Diego, or um, I don't know, somewhere where they can surf. Clearly, I've thought this through, but like that's like a side quest that's coming up, I think. I really want to learn how to surf, because I can do all the other vehicles. Can't surf, and I can't fly a plane, but I don't really feel like learning how to fly a plane. Yeah, me too. I've got some friends in Spain, and um, that'll be cool. I'm gonna visit in October, I think. I'm gonna go to Spain and Germany and I guess France. I don't know yet. We're still kind of building a plan, but I got my ticket, and I'm gonna try to just like kind of have an adventure. So yeah, I'm excited for that, and I think that's just the way you do it. Is you just like go out there, you go outside and you talk to people and you make friends, and then you invite them to stay with you if they ever need to, and think people are like more willing to like allow you to stay with them than than you might expect, which is cool. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna read chat because I haven't in a second. Need to go to Greece. Yeah, my brother just went to Greece this year. And he loved it. He's like obsessed with Mediterranean food. He made I don't remember what it's called. He made this like casserole type dish. I'm gonna sound really white right now. He made a casserole, a Greek casserole. But it had like roasted eggplant and like tomatoes and beef. I don't know what, I can't remember what he called it, but I was really impressed. That's like a whole ass meal, you know, so. Okay. What do I see now? Unfortunately I see a smiley face and I don't want to see a smiley face. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe if we just like, I'm just gonna keep going, I guess. Organic shapes in the piece so far. Lumps and bumps. Yeah. So far, yeah, I think I'm just kind of bringing those out. I was hoping for a little bit more clarity by then. Also, it's probably gonna start thunderstorming here, so so don't worry, everything's fine. It's just the thunder. Yeah, that's cool. I think it's really enriching to live in like diverse places. In my neighborhood in Tokyo, it was super diverse too. There were tons of people from like countries that I like barely even knew existed, you know, just like meeting people like that all the time. Super cool. It really like takes you out of the center of like the universe. Well, not that you are, but like in your head, you know how sometimes it's easy to forget that like there's a lot more going on out there. It was kind of mind-blowing. So crystals, gems, light. Yeah, please draw with me. That would be really fun. Because like the fact of the matter is like there's only one person who can make the art that you can make, and it's you. And if you don't give yourself a chance to like let it out, then it'll never transpire, and you just like, you never know. And that's not an ego thing. That's not being like, I'm the only one in the world. But really, like, no one can do this but me, and no one can do that but you. So you should do it as much as you like. Foliage on top of water. Yeah, I could see that, like algae and stuff. Some like organic matter. Rainbow. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging out, Vincent. I appreciated your commentary and some great ideas. If you run into Red Cheddar, let them know I say hi. It's getting really windy outside. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear, but my brother's playing piano. Purple might be good, yeah. Okay. What could we do? I'm just thinking. Oh, good. So you can hear him. That's awesome. Yeah, he is. He's super talented. He usually does synthesizer or organ though, so I would not be surprised if he switched the tonal. The tonal, is that the word? I don't know, because he just plays on a keyboard, but he's probably gonna switch it up in a few minutes. And I've been telling him, like, I could really benefit from some of his music on my videos. And he's like, yeah, maybe, I don't know. So calming aura. I think what we're just gonna do, I think I'm gonna just draw kind of like a shape. And what we're gonna do is like have some stuff inside and some stuff outside, you know? I mean, that doesn't really make a ton of sense if you're not me right now, but don't worry. I have a plan. Don't worry. Guys, don't worry. Yeah, has anyone watched any good movies lately or shows? Any new music? Or like what kind of art have you guys been making? I'm also interested in hearing about that. Smoked Gouda, what's wrong? Smile too. I haven't seen any of those movies, I think. I'm so behind on the scary movie stuff. A little campy is good, but too campy, I understand. Okay, I just remembered about the specific pencil that I have to go digging for, so just a second. Nice, okay. This was the type, okay, this was the color that I thought this was. So I feel really good right now. Horrified looking people. I like that. Oh my god, it's getting so windy. It's probably gonna get kind of loud. And if it gets too loud, I might just end it. So just a heads up there. But yeah, sometimes like a fun camp horror movie is just like just a blast, but then I feel like it's so easy to just like overdo it. And I think a lot of like movie directors and producers, like they can't really ride the line between like it's like kind of ironic and charming, and it's so camp that it's ironic and charming versus like it's so camp that it's like embarrassing, you know? There was this movie called Forbidden Fruits that came out earlier this year. And I went and saw that, and I really liked it. I thought it was super, super funny, and it was like a horror movie, but it was it was super campy. And I don't think a lot of people got it, you know? Because sometimes you go into a movie and you have this, like, earnestness in watching it, and so when they throw you a curveball, like, just, like, kind of, like, silly, ironic, or, I literally just forgot the word. It'll come to me. It can be kind of like, okay, this movie sucked, actually, you know? Oh, yeah. What are you watching? Hmm. One of those into more explicit geography. That's a good idea. Like looking down like a topographic map, or just like a hillside or something. And then how are we going to work this copper into it? That's the next problem. How about just like mountains? Mountains are fun, and I already know how to draw mountains, so let's do that. Oh, let's use purple too, yay. Guess my favorite color based off of that statement. Oh my god. Yeah, we can definitely kind of work some of these shapes in. We should do a river next. But then the copper is not going to match any of this, so maybe I just go back in time and change my mind. We'll see. We'll see. There's still time. And it is like abstract art, so there are no rules, which is cool. Okay. When mountains are like more distant, they kind of fade into a more neutral shade. So like the purple of them being closer. No. Yes. But if I want to bring them closer, they should be more like green. But I don't know if I'm gonna follow that rule actually, because I don't know if we need more green, you know. The butcher boy, huh? I'll look into that. I really need to broaden my horizons when it comes to movies, I think. Not that I am kind of narrow-sighted with movies, but like I always forget about international movies, which is stupid. It's like, how do you forget that the rest of the world also makes movies, you know? But I don't know, it's just like I watched this Australian movie. This is what made me think of this. Oh, I don't like that color. It was called Muriel's Wedding, and I thought it would just be kind of like a silly comedy, but it was actually like a lot more deeper, and more deeper. A lot deeper. And had a lot more going on. Okay, it's like crazy windy outside. Let's do, where's that color? Muriel's wedding is so brutal. So you've seen it? Oh, good. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Okay, I'm glad you can see the fields and stuff. Yeah, Muriel's wedding. I was like, this will be kind of like a funny, ironic movie, and it was like actually kind of like, it was kind of deep, but like vintage Toni Collette. I just love her. She's like, she's fabulous. And she plays awkward so well, you know. She was also in this movie called Clock Watchers that I watched a couple months ago. And Parker Posey's also in that movie. And she played this like kind of awkward lady again. Kind of young, kind of like just like shy, and I don't know, just she can pull that off really well. Especially like when she was younger too. Yeah. See, like I'm a huge fan of ABBA. I know it's probably ABBA. I don't really care, but I didn't realize that there was like a better movie for ABBA music than Mamma Mia, because like Mamma Mia is good and fun, but it's not really my favorite. I don't know. It's just kind of silly to me, but I really liked Muriel's Wedding for that reason. Okay, I need to cough just a second. Eva. Eva. I love Eva. They're so good. Yeah, I did see The Sixth Sense. I love The Sixth Sense. That was one of like the first movies that kind of like was like an experience to me. Like I'll never forget the first time I watched it. I think I was like 14 or something, so I did not see any of the twists coming. I was kind of like, just, it wasn't never spoiled for me, which was good, and it was just like, shocking. What was Mamma Mia even about? For real. It was just like, how many ways can we like come up with different situations in which this ABBA song can start playing? Like, I know it's based off of a musical, but it's a musical movie based off of an actual musical, but like I'm not a musical person. Don't tell anyone I said that. Speaking of Grease, though, Mamma Mia. But I just love ABBA, and I feel like they like put crack in their songs. You know, they're like one of the first bands to like figure out how to do that, I think. And I think they just like went wild with it. And yeah, every time I listen to them, I just feel like I'm like, this is just the best music ever, you know? It's like this is, if like an alien were to come to Earth and they're like, I've always wanted to hear music, I would play them ABBA, you know? It's like a no-brainer. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. I feel like like funny musicals can be. It's not like I won't watch a musical, you know. I'm just not gonna like my friends. Um, they really wanted to see Wicked when it came out, and I know it's really judgmental of me to like assume that I'm not gonna like Wicked, but like I just kind of felt that I wasn't really gonna watch or like enjoy Wicked. I think just because it was so mainstream and just like kind of commercially shoved down everyone's throats for so long, I'm like, I'm actually good. Like whatever curiosity I'd ever had about watching Wicked has been cured because like all I see at the grocery store are like Wicked, like pink and green dyed things with Wicked packaging on them, you know? It's just like, I just feel silly going to a movie at this point. Which is, I don't know, I just feel like that's kind of. Maybe I'm not being fair. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Hi, RoboFishy. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. We're just chatting. I'm kind of losing my voice. I think tomorrow I'm gonna sound a lot worse than tonight. But yeah. They had Wicked flavored Mountain Dew. Yum! That sounds great. It sounds delicious. I hope I get the Alphaba Mountain Dew. I need to stop being so cynical. But like, seriously, stop dyeing the food pink and green. It's just, can we, I don't know. Okay, so we've got some mountains, sort of. So I've got a stream. I can still hear the piano pretty clearly, so yeah, I hope other people can too. It's fun. Yeah, I don't feel like super strongly about this drawing at this time. I think I'm just gonna finish it because quitting. Athletes don't quit. Hashtag athletes never quit. Athletes never give up. Never back down. Like, just whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I just started listening. It sounded like he was playing something from Zelda, and I just was like really hoping he was. So we need to do. We need a guest star. We need my brother to get in here and just be our like lounge pianist, you know? But yeah. What's been going on this week? I kind of like crashed this last weekend. Like, I've just been so overly productive for the last few weeks that I just kind of hit a wall and I was so exhausted, and I've just been sleeping lately. And I haven't really been sleeping at night, which is pretty much why I'm not eating sugar right now, because I'm like it's gotta be one of you guys like causing me to stay up. It's either you, chronic anxiety, or it's you, sugar. And you know what's way easier to deal with? Refined sugar. So I mean, I'm just kidding. I was just saying that like I was in a Nike advertisement, you know? Like, I never give up, I never quit, I never let my team down. But not really. I do sports, I do fitness stuff, but like I'm not an athlete. I'm just a guy. Hey Vic the Frog. Nice to see you. Welcome back. I'm being sort of low energy, sort of moody, but we're having fun, I hope. And my brother's like hitting the keys pretty loudly. It's just like a total visual and soundscape this evening. But yeah, I do have a job interview tomorrow at a new place, which will be cool. Yeah, it'll be cool. I do hope I get it because I just really need a shakeup. I need something different, or else I'm gonna go crazy and get really bitter, and we don't need that. Oh, my residency. Yay. So that I will go to New York in September. End of September to kind of like beginning of October. Just a few weeks, but I'm really excited. Thank you for asking. I just sent off another application for like funding support from the Arts Council. So based on like the things that I've seen that they've funded in the past, I'm really hoping that I could get something to come through. That'd be super helpful. If not, I'll just keep putting like prints and stuff for sale. Cause like in the past, I think on my store I've just had sort of expensive items, like just like not a lot of options for prints. And now I'm kind of, I guess, diversifying that and allowing more options to kind of unfold. So hopefully that'll help me pay for some of those expenses. But yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm gonna try to film the whole thing and make a video. That sounds really good. I I keep saying like, oh, I have a new video coming out soon, and I genuinely mean that, but I just get started on like 3 videos at once, and then I just kind of like bounce between them. And that's the same way I kind of operate as an artist. So I'm trying to like really focus, and someday I think I will, but for now, I think I just have to honor that weird process. Okay, I have to look something up, so just hang on for a second. Perfect. I've only got maybe half an hour left on here, and then I have to go to the movie. They're playing The Truman Show tonight at the theater, which is really exciting. I really love that movie. Yeah, I do. I just thank you. Yeah, it's just hard. I don't know. I wish they would have told me like in school that that's like normal. Because I mean, I've studied mental health in a college setting for 7 years and psychology and related things, and like everything I know about neurodiversity, ADHD, ADD, different learning patterns, different learning I guess, yeah, patterns, I guess is the thing, behavioral things. Everything I've ever learned about that says it's normal and like it's just different for everybody. However, when you're growing up in school, it's like, I must be an idiot, you know? Because like I can't focus. And I have to do 3 things at once. Like things like that. I just know like that's normal. It's so normal. It's like just because it's not the most convenient, like, way to operate doesn't mean you're a freak. So I can't stream without getting a little preachy. I can't help it. I just get excited. Yeah, I love The Truman Show too. I'm excited to see it in the theaters. I've only seen it at home. That's a mind-blowing movie too. I just think, like, God, like the last scene where he's like just going up the stairs. I think I'm gonna get emotional tonight. Like, I'm gonna watch it and just be like, yes, Truman, you do what needs to be done. One of those annoying people. Can you guys hear the thunder yet? Oh, I'm sorry, Frog. It's not right bullying's wrong, period. Especially when it's about something like that, you know? It's even worse. It's just unkind. Real friends won't do that. This is really interesting ambiance. I'm kind of digging it. The thing is, like, most people are on the autism spectrum and they don't know it. And it's a spectrum, it's not a target, you know? And so most people fall somewhere on it, and that's perfectly normal. And it's just so counterproductive to be alienating those who are maybe, like, just identified, you know? Who have the resources and time and interest in being identified on there, and also comfortable with the label. And it's just counterproductive to ostracize those who are existing there, you know? Okay, I don't know if you know this, that's about what's happening right now, but I'm avoiding, like, making any serious moves on this page right now because I'm just worried it's gonna ruin it. So I need to be brave and just make a choice and do something, you know? Yeah, the rain is really coming down now. Well, I have this tape, so we could draw a couple circles. That might be fun. How about that? How about circles? Let's just do it. You just have to commit. I can't keep being a chicken. And then that'll be cool, because, like, if you look at it at the mountain perspective, maybe it looks like a moon or something. Should we do one down here? Yeah, what the hell? This is my drawing. There are no rules. It's just pencil. Everything's fine. I also have these smaller rolls of tape that I can trace too. I can't believe I have 2 frogs in the chat right now. I feel so blessed. Actually, my friend got me this sticker in Toledo, Ohio. It's Frogtown. Has anyone been to Toledo? Can they confirm that it's a town of frogs? Town for frogs? In any way? Okay. I seriously need to just, like, commit to something. It's so easy in like a context like this. It's just so easy to just keep going and like color until there's nothing left to color, you know? But like good art doesn't really come from playing it safe, you know? Interesting to add to everything outside the circles. That would be interesting. We could even do like ink at the end, you know? But when are we gonna use this marker? I'm perplexed right now. Sometimes this is just what the process looks like. So if you're watching from the future, yeah, sometimes it's just what it looks like. It's just like, I feel a little bit of artist's block today. I just don't feel super inspired. All I want to do is lay down and eat bread. Jump in with the marker head first. You're so right. Okay. Let me finish blending this. Are we ready for some copper? What do you think? In the circles? I was thinking we could like maybe make little windows or something. Okay, let's just go. Let's just go. This isn't life or death. This is just a drawing. Here, this might be fun to watch. I don't know. Oh, it's coming out. Oh man, this is extremely fragrant. Okay. Let's see, almost there. Nice. Okay, that's nice. I also have this really nice, it's like pretty much identical, but it's a gold marker. I've used it a lot in the past. Okay, this smells terrible. It smells like the inside of a spray paint can, I guess. Okay, we're just gonna go for it. Because this is not a life or death situation. And like if it sucks, then I'll just throw it away, I guess. Okay, so far it's pretty shiny. Oh my god, I might need to open a window though. Fumes are strong. Okay. All right, I'm trying to think of more interesting things to share. I finished another drawing series last night. If you remember my shadow puppets from a couple weeks ago, I did another small series of 3. And so I'm excited to post those. I also dropped them off at my printmaker, and he's scanning them and getting them ready to sell. So that'll be cool. But yeah, I'm excited to share those. I did a lot of stippling in those drawings, which I don't do that a lot. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna need to turn it here. So my neighbors across the street, they're really nice, and we've known them for years and years. But the oldest daughter had a baby like a year ago, and they were kind of just like chilling outside with the baby, and I went out into the front because it was pretty sunny, and I needed somewhere to like lay out my like ink foundation on the paper, you know, so it could dry. And I looked so creepy. I was like hunched over wearing like pajamas, and they kind of like glanced at me, and I didn't wave. I was not feeling very social. Wow, it's very thundery. So that's kind of what I'm remembering right now. And I don't think they could see what I was doing, so it just looked probably very suspicious, mysterious, all those things. Oh my god. It's kind of working, but it's like different than what I had in my head, you know? And I do wish that this marker was a little finer. Yeah, the storm is definitely here. Sock puppets. I love that idea. Okay, I have to write that down. That's so smart. The circles could be coils of copper. That would be interesting. It's a very collaborative piece this time, which I like. It's giving fishes. Very good. I've always wanted to do kind of like a teal green with copper, but I don't know. This isn't exactly, this is just the ink that I had on hand. All my other stuff's at my studio, but yeah, it's not exactly what I was looking for, but I still like it. It's just kind of giving traffic light green, and I was hoping for something more of an emerald, more of a, like a, well, this is pretty emerald. I guess maybe more blue tones is what I'm trying to say. But, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to pencil for a minute, because I think it would be cool if we kind of like built this in a little bit. Kind of like tuck these away. And that can be the blue. It's really loud. This is kind of like the first time I've combined a like an ink drawing with, I guess ink isn't really descriptive enough, like a colorful with a line work type art style. So on stream anyways, I have a hard time combining the two. I really like doing both styles separately, but I have a really hard time combining the two. But yeah. Let's see. I know July has a lot of new music coming out. Is there anything on any of you guys' radar that I should be putting on mine, or movies or whatever? I've just been so like busy, like locked in with all this stuff, taking on a couple commissions right now, and I'm not really used to that. Plus the mural, it's been kind of crazy. But I'm gonna drink some more cider here. Or cider? What is this? Sparkling water. I don't know where that came from. It's probably not very wise to be drinking carbonated beverages on a live stream. Hopefully there will be no burping. Nice. Happy birthday. That's awesome. And it was, oh yeah, it was Pride Month, June for us, right? Do you guys celebrate Pride Month the same month as us? Yay. Cool, yeah. It sounded like there were some pretty cool festivities for that. I didn't get to go. I was traveling, so our town only had it on one specific weekend, and I missed it, but that's okay. That's okay. Sounded like people who went had fun. Glad for that. Oh my god, I'm kind of tired. Okay, I just need to lock in. I just need to lock in. Okay. Okay, where else? Kind of want it to be sort of going in a ring, but I'm not obsessed with that idea. I think it would be cool if there's some continual line, but I'm not gonna break my back trying to make that work. That's good. Let's see, it's 5:58. So I'm gonna probably wrap this up in the next 10 or 15 minutes because I'm exhausted. I guess like being sick really is more impactful than I think it is sometimes. Now the birds are back. It's just nature sounds. Just a whole bunch of different soundscapes when you hang with me. Let's see. Okay, I just have to check something on my phone. By the way, I did get a new little tripod here, which is cool. Big deal for me. I was using, let me show you what I was using up until today. I was using this tripod where it is magnetic to the back of my phone, and I would like stick it between a couple books, specifically my DSM-5. And then I would just like film from a faraway distance. And I'm happy to be stepping up the quality. It was only like $30, but I think it's money well spent. It's just so silly that it took me so long to actually buy a real piece of equipment, you know? Let's add some shadows under here. Yeah. No, for real. I'm like, I feel like the best way to, I guess, connect, like grow with people is to not make them seasick. Also, this is my table right now. It's a card table. It's very flimsy. So it's not made for real technical stuff. And it shakes a little bit, especially when I like do that kind of drawing. So even if the stand is perfectly still, like the table's shaking. It's just it's a very jank setup. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like, oh, that's what we should do. We should continue these lines with like a brighter, more opaque color so that there's some sort of continuation. Purple might not be it though. Let's do this aqua. Yeah, that's better. Okay. You have to batten down the hatches before joining your streams. Yeah, for real, there's like a lot of steps. It's like I gotta, you know, like duct tape everything to the floor and then do a couple tests and then I'm always late. So, and I tried to do one of those like scheduled streams, you know, like I had it, I should just give it another try because I just think it was a bad technology day for me. But I was like, okay, I'll schedule it so that people can like check in or like wait or whatever, and it did not work. Like once I it was like a fight to start the stream, and then like it just like did not work, and I had to end it because it was not connecting, and it was so frustrating. So this whole entire thing has been such a learning curve. People who do this professionally, like, I don't know, did you take a class or something? Is there a book I can read? Do I just need to like spend more time on the internet? I genuinely don't know what I'm doing right now. This is gonna be one of those pieces that's just like purely experimental, you know? This is just not gonna go in the gallery, which is okay. It's just for fun. It's to learn. Plus, I did like just like impulsively buy this marker, so it's been cool to like see how it performs. Thanks for hanging out. It's been fun. Have a good day. Goodbye. I'm almost done here too. I'm honestly just like, I just want to walk away from this right now. It just feels like not really what I wanted to make today, but we're just gonna give it a little, like, also it's important to recognize that all art has phases where it's just kind of like doesn't look as good as it does at other phases, and this could just be an ugly phase, or this drawing could just be like not to my taste, and that's okay. Oh, I forgot about a yellow. I think that would be nice. So for next time, let's talk about next time. What do you guys think I should do? I did just buy oh, it's right behind me. I bought a new pad of black drawing paper. So we could do something on this. We could try the copper again, or we could do white ink. And I also have a few more of these like colorful like base drawing foundation things that I've like prepped and stuff. So you could do more colors. I think that'd be good. And then I also, I have the commissions that I need to be working on. I was gonna film those, and I feel like the way I like to film and the way I like to stream are different, so I might save that for a video. Not quite sure yet. Or we could just do like sketching practice too, where that would actually be good for me. I haven't like sketched forms or shapes or like people in a while. I used to go to like live drawing classes and stuff, but I haven't been in a really long time. Kind of liking this. It's periwinkle. It's like a nice step between purple and gray. Kind of blue too, but I'm kind of liking it. Sketching? That'd be good. I think that'd probably be just like a good break. I've been really, really repetitive with the things I've been making lately, and it's been tiring, so yeah, we could shake it up and do some sketching. I do have an entire sketchbook that I don't use as much as I should, so then we can do some like interactive things. Like I don't know how I could set that up so that you could follow along with me. I wonder if there's just like a way to put, like in this part of the screen, just like a reference photo. I'm sure there is. I need to be adopted by like a tech savvy person because I don't know how to do the things I want to do. It's kind of frustrating. But that'd be cool because then we could be like bouncing between sketching and then also like what we're looking at as a reference. And it could be definitely educational. I mean, I'm not a really good teacher, but I've got some methods. Let's add some more. Okay. I think it's this one that I want. Even if you aren't, it's always up for interpretation. That's very true. I gotta remember not take it so seriously, even though it is like the only thing in my life that I am serious about. I have to stop taking it seriously. Okay. Just a few more minutes, because I'm ready to be, I'm ready for a break, I think. Just gonna draw some like random lines so that like the copper lines aren't the only lines, if that makes sense. I'm gonna take the tape off. I kind of want to see. Oh, let's erase this line first. We'll replace it with a little bit of green to contrast. Cool. Okay, let's take the tape off and see what we've got. Thank you. I'm struggling right now, if you can't tell. It's not exactly what I had in mind, but it was still fun. Also, I'm just trying to use up the washi tape I have instead of buying more stuff. But this stuff kind of like picks up some of the paper. Gotta be careful. The butterflies are cute though. Oh yeah. I remember that too. That was so funny. But, I mean, today I used up all of my butterfly tape, so there's gonna be no more butterfly tape. But that doesn't mean it's the end of the tape era. Okay, now that it's gone, and I can see things a bit better, I think we need more of this dark shade to kind of like add some contrast here. I think that'll be cool. Because I feel like this copper, even though it's metallic, it feels like it's just kind of flat on top, you know? I don't really like, I'm not super satisfied with how it's interacting with the other stuff on the page. Okay, let's do more. Oh yeah, that'd be cool if I could actually draw uniformly butterflies like that, and then just like that's how I just prep my drawings that have like nothing real in them, is I just draw a lot of really cool bugs, and then I just remove the bugs. That'd be interesting for sure. Okay, before I go, I'm gonna just hold this up for a second. I need to decide if anywhere else I could do something with it. I just want to make it darker in some places. You know what? Let's add more ink. Let's just go crazy. How about that? Hey, that's okay. I'm just glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're doing stuff that you want to be doing too. Let's add more shapes and let's see how it behaves on top of the copper. Yes. Okay, remind me to just do this next time I get stressed out and unsatisfied with my drawings, because like I already like it more. And that's all it took. Maybe I should have kept the tape on. Oh well. Look at how cool. That looks so much cooler. Okay. And this will add some of the contrast that I was kind of looking for. Kind of like it on top of the copper too. I don't know if that's gonna stick or kind of if it's gonna act like a, because it's oil based and this is water based, so I'm interested to see how that kind of plays together. You were hearing thunder, now you're hearing my belly because I'm actually starving. So this will take us right into the end. And then I'm gonna go eat. And then it's movie time. And I'm sure I'll have a lot more interesting things to say next week. Today is just definitely an off day, but that's fine. It's still fun to come here and make stuff and chat with people and all those things. Thanks. Yeah, no, I don't know why I was freaking out because it's literally not serious. The ink was sitting right there and it was like in the back of my mind the whole time. I just totally forgot. And I always do this. Like I always am like, okay, well, I can cover it up if I don't like it. Should I do a different color or should we just do the green? I don't want to overdo it though. I always do that. What am I gonna eat? I don't know. I don't have any good food in the house. I might just make I don't know, a salad or something. I know we've got romaine lettuce. Maybe a quesadilla. Just like a classic, I have no time and I don't know how to cook type dinners is a quesadilla with like black beans or something. Or maybe I'll go full gym bro and just do a protein shake. Okay, I need a paper towel. What do we think? Do you get into sweet potatoes or yams? First of all, I love how you worded that, Nate. I absolutely do get into sweet potatoes and yams. Definitely one of my favorite foods is like a sweet potato fry with like honey mustard dressing or like barbecue sauce. I'm not a ranch person, which is I know that's not the craziest thing to hear, but I think it's a surprising thing to hear for some people, but I don't really like a lot of white sauces. But absolutely, you will find me getting into sweet potatoes all the time. Gorgeous, even if you felt it's a little more experimental. Well, thank you. Yeah, honey mustard's my like just like a comfort. I wouldn't say it's like a whole food. Obviously, it's just a sauce, but like it's just I forget about it and then I come back to it and I'm like, oh, honey mustard. How could I have ever forgotten about you? It's just so good. Okay. So that's more green. I also have this really cool like periwinkle color that we could put on too. What do you think? Oh shit. I just spilled it. Sorry for swearing. It really caught me off guard. Everything's fine. Did you see how close we were though? God, that was a mishap. Okay. Yams are so good and they're good for you. And they're not too expensive. I'm a huge fan of the yam. Okay, let's try this purple. That's cool, actually. Yeah, that's something that's been a New Year's resolution for me for probably the last 6 years is I want to like get better at cooking. But I'm also not that serious about that particular resolution because cooking is hard and I'm also kind of busy with other things and I'm one of those people who just like sometimes food just has to be like a source of energy and nothing else, you know? Especially when you have a few restrictions. It's just so much easier to just be like, I'm just gonna eat this like handful of like almonds plus like some cheese plus like whole grain toast. You know, it's just instead of being like, okay, what can I cook that involves like a ton of work and a ton of cleanup and also might not be that good. That's how I look at it sometimes. But my friends are amazing cooks and I go over to their house for dinner like once a week. And you ever just hang out with people who make you feel like they know, like they got a different life manual than you did? Um, that's how I feel sometimes. I love them. And it's in no way like a unkind thing that or they never are unkind to me, but sometimes I'm just like, dang, how did it occur to you that like this was something you could learn or pursue? Okay. I think we went a little crazy with the purple, but that's fine. We'll just take some off. I always like the shadow it kind of leaves when you take some ink off. Like that. I love that. Oops, we went over. That's fine. Speaking of going over, I did mean to leave after a little while. But this is feeling better. Yeah, I have to ban myself from buying pasta because, oh my god, did you do you see what I see right now? This is a mess. Oh my god. Okay, everything's fine. Sometimes this happens. I'm gonna go right into the paint water. It's like it never even happened. This color scheme's also giving like early 2000s disposable cups. You know what I'm talking about? Like with the teal and the periwinkle. Okay, we're moving that away before I can ruin anything else. The green was completely fine. I don't know how any of that happened. Let me know if you saw something that I didn't, because like I'm kind of puzzled right now how that happened. Be a little more. Or should we do more copper? I need to stop. I really need to stop because I have so many things I have to do. Okay, a couple more lines and then we're gonna stop. And then we can all go eat pasta. Pasta, that's what I was saying. Okay, yeah, I'm not allowed to buy pasta because I just eat pasta too. It's so good. So I buy like the gross pasta on purpose. I buy the healthy pasta because it's like if I buy the regular good stuff, it's all I'm ever going to want to eat. And you know, you could get a little bit of fiber or protein in some of the other versions, and I don't know. It's also like not good enough for you wanting to like go back for more, and so I feel like lately if I want pasta, I just go out to eat and get some. I don't know why I needed to explain that. It really wasn't that interesting or important. Okay. Okay, SB. Let's wrap this up. Thank you all for coming today. It's been an uplifting time for me. I did not really feel super happy today, but it's been fun. It's been fun chatting and making stuff and experimenting and failing and learning. And thank you for being involved in that process a little bit or a little more. So, okay, we're gonna call it. Should I sign it? You know what? I'm gonna sign it. And if you, I don't know why I'm using that. If you like this piece and it resonates with you, I'm gonna throw it up on my website, and then I'm gonna put it up for like $20, maybe 30, I don't know, and then you can buy it if you want. It'll be a screaming deal because I feel pretty neutral about it. Yes, okay. I'm gonna go. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, bye. Oh, no.